Okay, it's been a few days. It's been a while since I posted anything, did a video or any kind. And that's because I just kind of fell into hitting me, or I don't know. I just went into a needed to do a major reset on myself. I am on a short-term disability leave from work at the moment. I just had to stop and I had to get away from everything, get away from the pressures of life. And I know that's not how to deal with things, but just too much coming down on me at once, and I just couldn't deal with one more thing anymore. Just one too many things going on in my life, and I broke, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I had to take a break, and the only thing I could take a break from is my job. So I hopefully have a job to go back to. Trying to get that all straightened out. Let's see. I went and spent time with my kids for a few days for a long extended weekend. I went and had a Reiki session. That was very interesting and healing. She wants me to come back. Had my appointment with my psych nurse, with Jamie, and had my appointment with my counselor, Christina. And the one thing that I need to do is I need to learn how to take care of myself and think about myself for a change and not anybody else around me, and figure out what makes me happy and do self-care on myself, and just learn how to focus on me for a while. And I need to learn how to do that, and I've never ever had to do that. I've never done that in my life before. I'll do it here and there, like you can tell I have my but I've done manicures every once in a while. I had my nails done every once in a while, but as you can tell also, I haven't had them redone again. They look like crap because I did them, and it's been, I don't know, 4 weeks. I don't know. Each of my fingers are gonna come off. You see on this hand too. But the other thing that came up in the Reiki session is that she said, what I have gone through, I will help other people. And that really hit home to me. Like, I would love to be able to help people that have gone through the same thing that I have gone through. Because from what I've experienced is that other people don't understand what it's like to go through a relationship with a narcissist. Be in that kind of relationship where you are drugged down and you are told you are worthless and you are crazy and you are like, you start self-doubting yourself in so many ways and you can't do nothing and you are controlled to the last minute of your life, and you are not only verbally, mentally, emotionally, and psychologically, but physically abused. And then people look at you and go, why did you leave? Why didn't you leave? Why didn't you leave? Why didn't you call the cops? Why didn't you file reports? Why didn't you, there's just why, and why, and why did you put up with it, and all this other kind of stuff, and and it makes you kind of doubt yourself and makes you think what did you do wrong, and it just kind of does that kind of stuff to you, and it knocks your self-esteem down to nothing because you have somebody in your life that is telling you that you're good for nothing, nobody's gonna want you, or I want you to gain weight so nobody else wants you, so nobody else will look at you, or anything like that. It's just kind of gets into your head like that. And then on top of it, I've had to live with that for a lot of my life, because not only was I in a relationship like that, for a very horrible relationship for 2 years, I grew up with a narcissist mom, and I'm still in and so I have to deal with my mom being a narcissist as well, and she's very me. She has no empathy for anything in my life, and she just could care less about what goes on in my life. And when I told her what kind of relationship, after I got out of it, because she didn't know what was going on in my life, and after I got out of it, and it took me a while, I finally told her, I'm like, would you like to know what was going on in my life? And I told her, and I said, I almost died numerous times, and I said, broken bones and this, and she goes, well, why didn't you call the cops? Like, you can't say that because you weren't in that situation. And she goes, well, no, you got out. I'm like, okay. And right now I'm going through some health problems right now, and I have to get tested to see if I have multiple sclerosis, and I have to do a spinal tap, and I told my mom that, and I had to get an MRI first, and that came back inconclusive, and so now I have to do the spinal tap. And I told my mom, I'm like, well, I have to do an MRI to see if I have multiple sclerosis. And well, it's not death sentence. It's not death sentence, so you're fine. That's the kind of stuff I have to deal with my mom, and it's very hard. And then on top of all that, I suffer from major depression, anxiety, PTSD from the abusive relationship. And then I have a very unsupportive mom. I have zero family. My go-to person is my ex-husband. My ex-husband and I are best friends, and he's my go-to. So I know that people think that's kind of strange, but it is what it is. So I was going to keep this blog hush hush, and maybe I will, I don't know. I was going to keep it hush hush and not open the page up, not promote the page or whatever, but I might decide to open this up a little bit to start promoting it, to see if, just put it out there to see if I can maybe help other people that are going through the healing process, are learning how to take care of themselves, that have gone through domestic violence and is a survivor, that are suffering through depression, that anxiety, PTSD, that also a suicide survivor. I'm also a survivor. I've been struggling for 10 years now, and with depression and anxiety, I've been struggling, and it's just, instead of getting better, it's been getting worse and worse, and it really went overboard when I got involved in the narcissistic relationship. Been a fairly healthy person, had my normal sickness, and then I had some issues with my uterus, and I ended up having a hysterectomy in 2015. But that's about it. Headaches. I had migraines for a while, and then I got dumped off my horse, and I got taken care of that problem for the most part. And then I got in a narcissistic relationship, and my health went down the drain significantly. My depression went worse, my anxiety got worse. I ended up getting cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer. I was diagnosed with medullary thyroid cancer. Right there is my scar from having my thyroid and my parathyroid and some lymph nodes removed in June 21st, 2018. I'm currently in remission. I go to Iowa City every 3 months to get my thyroid check and my calcitonin and CEAs checked to see if it has come back, because it is uncurable. It will come back. It's just a matter of time. And when it does come back, where it will come back, don't know. And now I have to be checked to see if I have multiple sclerosis. So it's just, you know, I told the nurse, I'm like, I'm tired of being poked and prod. I've been poked and prod so much since 2017. It is just, I don't know. I've had kidney problems. I had kidney stones. I had 3 kidney stones. I had to have surgery. I almost died from that because I was septic, and by the time I went to the hospital, they had to do emergency surgery, put a stent in me. I was in the hospital for 3 days because it was so bad. They had to give me such high antibiotics via IV because I was going to die because I was so septic. So it's just kind of, it's interesting how life turns around, and how you can just, I don't know. So if anybody has any tips on how to take care of oneself and how I can reset my life, I just need to push a reset button. I'm open to some ideas. I don't know. I'm going to try to get on here more often again and try to do these videos more often and try to give you a little more of my life and try to do some fun videos maybe as well. Since my profile is a sloth, I'm a little obsessed with them, and so I will maybe do a video of my little addiction. I can't do too much because most of my addiction is at work, and I'm currently not at work right now. But I'll think of some stuff to maybe try to do. Maybe I will try this. Maybe I will try to promote the page and try to get myself out there and try to help people and try to cheer up people and be out there for you guys and maybe cheer myself up in the process. We'll see how life goes. We'll see how this goes. I don't know though. See you later.